right, Steve Iwanek from Falcon Media Sports Network live here at Simon Skjodt Assembly Hall, the campus of the University of Indiana. It was the final game of the 2023 calendar year for Bowling Green women's basketball. It's 2-3 days before the start of the official day of Christmas, and unfortunately here tonight it was the nightmare before Christmas. Bowling Green falls number 16, Indiana 84-35. It was not necessarily a clean game from the start. Bowling Green just struggled offensively to get penetration inside. They didn't even register a three-point shot tonight, but I think the main takeaway from today's game was not even the scoreboard, not even the lopsided score that Indiana was able to generate against Bowling Green. It was the fact that Bowling Green had an injury suffered to them. It was Lexi Fleming who went down early in that first quarter with what appeared to be a non-contact lower leg injury. It is unclear yet what the particular injury is. We're not going to make, of course, any assumptions as to what it was, but it was obviously very concerning because, as many Falcon fans remember, 2 years ago she suffered a season-ending torn ACL in that right knee just before the start of her sophomore season, beg your pardon. And so obviously a lot of concern for Lexi Fleming. We're going to keep you updated as quickly as we can on her status as the season continues on. But Bowling Green wraps up the non-conference schedule with a tough loss to Indiana. This was a tough week for Bowling Green from the start. They had to host the number one team in the country in the South Carolina Gamecocks on Tuesday, and then fast forward roughly 72 hours later, come on the road to a team that they played last season, another top 25 opponent, and you could just see that the talent gap was unfortunately there for Bowling Green. They come out on the short side of things here, but they do wrap up the non-conference 6-4, and they get a couple of big wins in the non-conference slate. They took down Cleveland State in that season opener. They beat Duquesne and what was a classic buzzer beater from Amy Velasco, amongst some other wins as well, all across the country, not just back in the confines of the Stroh Center. But when they had to face some of those top 25 teams, they really flexed their muscles against Bowling Green. But that was to be expected. So we're going to head into MAC play at the start of 2024. They'll start off out in Mount Pleasant against the Central Michigan Chippewas. Their first three MAC contests are going to be against teams from the state up north and the state of Michigan. They'll start with Central Michigan in 2024. Once again, the final score 84-35. Bowling Green falls to Indiana here to wrap up the non-conference slate. Live from Simon Skjodt Assembly Hall, the campus of the University of Indiana. Steve Iwanek for Falcon Media Sports Network.